Now coming to the next type of frame, that is command frames. Okay, so in command frame, if you see the MAC header sequence, so you see what all the things is. Protocol version is 0. Okay, security, it depends. If we are making it with this with 1 means our payload is secured. ACK policy, here we are having two types of ACK: no ACK and immediate ACK. Okay, same type we know that that is command. Then frame subtype, it depend. We have seen previously one table, right? What type, the different types of control frames, so that we have to choose. Retry, so this is also set by the application. Destination address, source address, it is mandatory. Sequence control, duration, more frames access method, already discussed based on what factor we need to configure these things, right? Now coming to the command frame subtypes. Okay, so you see here, so frame subtypes are there. Okay, so we'll see in command frames what are the different types of frames are there. Okay, so first type of frame is DRP reservation request with a value of 0. So what is the use of this DRP reservation request? Used to request creation or modification of the DRP reservation. So what they are trying to say is, DRP reservation request command frame is used to create or modify the DRP reservation. If you want to request for a DRP, or if you want to modify already existing request, we can perform this thing with the help of DRP reservation request.
Right. The second thing is DRP reservation response. So if the frame subtype is set to this one, so the content will be considered as a response for the DRP reservation request. Okay. And then third one is probe. Probe means what? It's generally used to request for or respond with information elements.
Okay.
It's related to that IEs. Okay.
Yeah.
And then PTK, GTK. So if you remember the four-way handshake process in wireless USB,
Okay.
so this PTK, pairwise temporal key, and GTK,
Yeah.
these things will be derived during that
Yeah.
authentication process.
PTK is derived using four-way handshake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And GTK is a group temporal key.
Okay.
Suppose the host is sending a packet to packet to more than one device.
Okay.
So in that case, those devices will use that group temporal key to decrypt that particular data. Okay.
Okay.
And then range measurement.
Okay.
So what is this? This indicates the usage of this one is to exchange timing information for range measurement.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Then 6 to 13 reserved, 14th is application, as we have seen in control frame.
that
Okay.
is same as control
Yeah.
frame, right?
So these are all the frame subtype fields available in command frames.
Right.
Okay.
Now coming to the next next type of frame, that is called as data frame. Okay. So if you see the data frame, what all the fields are there, we'll see. Okay. So MAC header and frame payload field in the data frame is set as described in 16.2. So 16.2 we have already 16.2 you see. Yeah. So we have already discussed, right?
Yeah, this is a general packet format. This is the MAC header, then
Data
payload,
frame.
then FCS.
Right.
So if you look at the payload, we'll have like this kind of structure, right?
Yeah.
So we have discussed already this thing.
Right.
This data packet will have the same structure like this.
Coming to the next type of frame, that is called as aggregated data frame.
Right.
Okay. So what is this aggregated data frame is? In aggregated data frame, the payload contain an aggregated header and multiple MSDU, each aligned to 4 octet boundary. So in aggregated data frame,
Yeah, each data is aligned to 4-bit octet.
octet one
Sorry, 4 octet boundary.
boundaries. Okay. So what all the fields are
And
there?
the headers also aggregated as a single header.
Right. So what all the fields are there? You can see aggregation header is there. Pad to 4.
Aggregation header.
Right.
So look at here. We know that header is 2 plus 2 by n.
Okay.
And then
Pad to 4 octet boundary is
yeah,
there.
these are all pad bits.
Okay. Right.
And MSD1 and the pad bits corresponding to this one.
Right.
So are you getting what is this one? Suppose MSDU is having the 30 bits. Okay.
Right.
So now we have to make it as a 32-bit boundary.
Okay.
I mean 4 octet boundary. So we have to add 2 zeros.
Right.
That is what they are trying to say here. Okay. So if you look at here MSDU 1, 2, everything is aggregated.
Right.
Okay.
So that is what about the aggregated data frames.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look at the header field of aggregated data field, we'll have MSDU count. MSDU count field will contain the number of MSDUs included in that aggregator frame. We know that it will going to aggregate all those MSDUs. How many MSDUs are there? That will be described in this field. Okay. Second, length. Length field in the aggregation header field indicates the length of the octets corresponding to MSDUs.